Hey there, your meeting's not working and you need a better solution? Design sprint. The team really not able to agree on anything? Design sprint. You're trying to kick off this new project, but you just can't get everyone together? Design sprint. It wasn't that long ago that I thought most problems could be solved with a design sprint. But more recently, I have been taking some of the aspects of the design sprint and chopping them up. That isn't an idea I've come up with myself. I've got this great community that's helping me realize how you can take exercises from things like the design sprint and other methodologies and adapt them to most situations. Whatever the problem is, trying to make meetings work more effectively, trying to align the team, trying to solve big problems or launch new products, there's a way of arranging the exercises from the design sprint and many others together into a formula that will allow you to build and adapt to most situations. Let's have a look at how that can work and how I do it. So this is the design sprint. 4 days worth of exercises that you can use to solve big problems. So you see you've got expert interviews, how might we's, long-term goals, user test flow, storyboards, and you prototype and test. But if you haven't got 4 days, how can you take some of these and make them work? So I've learned a few things that you can do to take those activities and make them work. But the key to it is this: collect, choose, create, and commit. If you have all of those aspects in your workshop, whether it's a 1 hour or whether it's a 4-day long workshop, it's going to work better. Now, there are some other things as well that you can see on here. Got all the exercises. We've got some mechanics for making it work, like how you do the vote. But most fundamentally, what I've learned, thanks to Jonathan Courtney and the AJ and Smart team, is collect, choose, create, and commit is the structure you need to use to make that work. So I've got some workshops on the horizon, and I'm just going to show you one of the ones that I'm designing for a 1-day workshop for a leadership team, and you can see how that works. Let's build some workshops. So here's my Miro capture canvas that I use to build workshops. It's going to be a 1-day workshop, and I'm going to start with an expert interview, which is from the design sprint. I'm also going to use long-term goal and key questions, not sprint questions, also taken from the design sprint. Now, to end the workshop, I want to use an action board so they can make decisions, but I'm also going to use an activity that's not part of the design sprint. I'm going to get them to list all of their projects, and we're going to pick the ones they should continue with and the ones they should scrap. Need a good starter, so I'm going to put an icebreaker for about 15 minutes. I've got a how might we straw poll as part of the expert interview. It's going to take about an hour, and then 45 minutes for the long-term goal. That gives me my first 3-hour focus section with breaks. Next 3-hour sections in, you may notice that the project list and the action board are going to be less than 3 hours, but that's to make sure I've got time. So now we see the 4 C's coming in. The expert interviews is a collect and choose. Long-term goals is also a choose. And then the project list is our create, leaving the action board as our commit. So there are more than 4 of the C's. You can use them in a few different ways, but it gives us the structure we need. So there's an example of a workshop being built using the 4 C's. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an insight into how you can take all of the exercises, like the exercises on this channel, and don't forget to subscribe to keep up with those exercises, can be put together into a really effective workshop using that structure. Do subscribe if you want to find out more about how the workshops are built, about design sprints, but more importantly, if you want to find out about ways to solve big problems through team collaboration. Pop us a like if that was useful, add a comment if you've got any questions, and we look forward to seeing you again really soon.